Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm sitting here, I was thinking about a lot of things, and then so I want to read a couple of things. Right now, I'm going to read The Believer's Authority. This is a great book. I got this book from a close friend of mine, and I did want to read a little excerpt from part of it. And so, the authority of the believer, and I'm gonna start with, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And so what it says is, thank God we have authority over such evil spirits through Jesus Christ. We need to understand what Paul said here in the light of what he wrote in previous chapters. We need to realize that we have the authority through Christ. Our combat with the devil always should be with the consciousness that we have authority over him because he is a defeated foe. And so I'm a serious person. And so a lot of people inbox me, a lot of guys inbox me. Like, I really want them to stop inboxing me with BS, because I have no interest in really being in a relationship, especially if a guy is not a serious, conscious brother. Like, I'm a serious cat, and I can weed you out so fast, so quick, with the quickness. And so also I wanted to read something. A friend of mine wrote a book, and I'm promoting this book. I'm actually his publicist, and it's called Practice Self-Awareness. And so I want to read this, and I'm going to read a chapter of it. It's the least you will ever be asked, the most you will ever gain. And so I'm going to go to the chapter, and it's about pain. And so this chapter about pain is a very serious chapter. And so let me get to this chapter that I want to read it. Self-engaged. Let's see. I'm trying to get to the chapter. So I'm going to get to this, and I want to read it. And it's about how you process pain, and what you should do when you have pain, because we all process pain. We all process pain in a different way. So I want to read this chapter. This is a very great chapter. So this is chapter 2. To practice self-awareness, you must understand certain components, and one component we study in this chapter is pain. Pain is the genesis of any self-awareness experience, and practicing self-awareness, when in pain, is leading us into unimagined, up until now, freedom, joy, and satisfaction. Pain initiates a medium for hearing from our higher self, simply meaning we are so used to hearing self-defeating, non-confirming words when disturbed. But by practicing self-awareness in these disturbed states, we will begin to hear clarity, confirming consciousness, freedom, and peace, all played across the temple of our thoughts. But let us not forget what sparked this divinity. Yes, you guessed it, pain. Pain is the greatest gift that nobody wants. Our pain is our greatness asset, because it is the only thing with the ability to wake us up from our sleep. Sleep, you ask? Yes, we are asleep inside of our daily experience. We fall into traps because we protect our beliefs, and we need something to challenge those beliefs daily. I have found that pain is the only thing strong enough to penetrate our belief system. Pain is our greatest asset, and we need something to challenge those beliefs daily. I have found that pain is the only thing strong enough to penetrate our belief system. I want to read that again, because pain is the only thing that will wake us up from a system that is not working. What I have found in my experience, and this is what Rob is saying, his name is Robert Shakan, is saying, is that what I need to open me up to new experiences, new teachings, and new freedom is pain. Pain is the medium that allows the ability to hear from something greater than myself and my normal consciousness. Almost all of us do not see pain as a gift. It is because of the relationship that we have with pain. Practicing self-awareness will allow you to develop a new relationship with pain in your life. With the new understanding of pain's purpose, you will begin to see pain as one of the greatest assets in your life. You will come to learn that pain can trigger a higher consciousness in you. When I say a higher consciousness, I simply mean higher thoughts that are more freeing, clear, and more enjoyable than normal thoughts we attract daily when we are uncomfortable. Pain can be the genesis of communication with a higher source. We have been taught our whole lives to avoid pain at all costs. Therefore, it is a surprise that we do not have genuine communication with a higher source. Whatever you choose to call your higher source, our relationship with a higher source tends to be more about rituals than communication. Although rituals have their place, they do not take the place of communication. Communication is two forces dialoguing with one another. I discovered that pain is the one thing that can spark that dialogue. We have been naturally created to seek relief from our pain. Self-awareness is a tool given to us to seek relief, real relief. This communication is so needed in today's society because we believe our content, conditioning, and our development even when it doesn't serve us. So I'm trying to read this about pain, and like I said, this book is called Practicing Self-Awareness. Robert Chacon wrote this book. This is why we should actually celebrate our pain, is what he's saying. Without pain, how will we ever know to stop going in the wrong direction? Though this book and practicing self-awareness will begin to look at our pain a whole other way instead of screaming, "Why is this happening to me?" We cheerfully and sometimes begrudgingly say, "What is this pain trying to show me about myself that I currently, the state of mind that I'm in?" Most pain is trying to help us identify somewhere we were attached to something that was wrong for us, a wrong train of thought, a wrong action that we've made. Humans fall into traps because whatever is trapping them, they believe that serves them. Me, you, everybody. Therefore, if you believe that something serves you, you will believe that it may not be a trap. That explains a lot of our drug addictions, gambling addictions, food addictions, alcoholism, people pleasing, and everything else in society that people find themselves addicted to. We currently have an opiate addiction that is sweeping the country because at some point the individual thought, this will be good for me. This actually will give me relief and enjoyment. Though self-awareness, you are allowed to hear yourself and say something that could possibly become an obsession and help destroy your life. And you don't want to destroy your life. You have people that they need help. We all need help. And then people don't want to go get help. But I really think that if we practice this, I'm not going to read the whole thing about pain, but I'm thinking that if you get this book, if you order this, you can get this book on Amazon. This book is a great book. It can help you. It can help guide you through some things. And so every other day I'm going to read some excerpts from this book. But thank you for tuning in and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.